Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So we have a really amazing tarot card reading session today. We've actually got two readings we're going to do, and the first one is for Denise. So Denise wants to know what's going to happen with her living situation, and so it's a pretty good question. And so let's get a little insight on it. We'll look at the past, present, and future. Kind of look at where we're at right now, and with regard to the energy and things, kind of where she's at mentally, and kind of what her preferred outcome might be or might look like. We'll also look at also just really what the answer and kind of the outcome is going to be for her. So, guys, if this is the first time you're tuning into the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Hit the bell icon, and every time we do these videos, you will get a notification coming through. And then if you do like the videos, please, of course, give them a like, a thumbs up. That always helps the channel to prosper, and it gives me the opportunity to help other people, which is something I really enjoy doing. If you're tuning in to the channel, feel welcome to ask a question or anything that you want to. And if I have time, I can get to the question. If not, I can add you to my list, and then we can maybe do it on a future video. I try not to. I try my best to keep people's privacy at bay. So I only use first names when I'm actually doing the videos. And if you want to support the channel and support the monks in general here, we have just kind of a donation site, a general donation site that you can donate on, and it's just helpbydonating.com. It allows us to be able to purchase food and other basic needs outside of our vow of poverty, so that we can just, help other people in the best way possible, and just kind of keep a basic maintenance for ourselves. So it really is appreciated, and that's really how we more or less survive. So anyway, getting back on to things with Denise, we're just going to cut the cards one more time, keeping in mind this question. And what's going to happen with her living situation? Okay, so the first card is past. We have the Emperor. That's what this card looks like, the Emperor. So the Emperor card is really, it basically just is more about rules, laws, pretty much the important ingredients, for a strong, lasting foundation. And so that's things that have already kind of come into play. And it basically allows us, or puts us in a position to be able to take advantage of resources and things that are kind of within our domain. And it's a pretty good card for setting the foundation for the future. So the next card is the present situation. In the present situation, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. It's a very good card for now. The Ten of Pentacles is kind of about leaving a legacy. It's about setting things up nicely for the next generation, teaching other people kind of what we've learned, so that they also can take advantage of, glean from our wisdom or from our life lessons. Allows us to be able to more or less thrive so we can carry on. But basically, overall, this is about, at this point in our life, we've gotten to a pretty comfortable place, comfortable space. We're more grounded around our pursuits, like family and things on that end. So the next card is the Six of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups is about nostalgia. Normally, it's about reminiscing on the past, or like maybe something comes into our life that reminds us of past situations, or kind of, brings those kind of things into our awareness. But it's also about new elements entering our life that are kind of linked to the past. So basically, it kind of works through the present in order to help us to create a future. And of course, repetition creates a persuasion, and we have words like remember or repeat and relive. Those are the kind of things you want to think of when you're thinking about this particular card. So in the future and stuff, it looks like where we're at and everything is going to have some repeat things that start to happen. So in particular, when we're talking about like what's going to happen with the current living situation and all, you're going to have some things come up from the past. And some it's going to almost feel like a bit of nostalgia, or maybe some people from your past will come into your life. And so uh, that's a very interesting, you know, interesting place to be at. Now, the answer card, this is something we'll talk a little bit more in detail about later. The answer card is the Five of Cups. Now, when we talk about cups, we're talking about relationships here. And the Five of Cups, this is the person that kind of, sees only the kind of like the relationships that are broken and all, not really focusing on the ones that are, still around, the ones that are still very. But this is sort of a message. This answer card is a message of, it's about, it's about wanting, it's to encourage you to stop crying, to stop being depressed, and to really start looking in another direction for happiness. So it's about getting over hurt and basically picking up the pieces and carrying on. This card also has some emotional disappointment that can come with it. Like I said, depression, emotions like anger, and these kind of emotions, though they might seem very real, in this particular sense, they're really more exaggerated than anything. This is a change card. Five's about change. And so the energy surrounding the current situation, we were talking about with the kind of that legacy card of like living, we're pretty well set up, we're grounded, everything is kind of in place for us. We're there to teach others kind of where we're at so that maybe we can help them make better decisions, or, not have to learn the hard lessons that we've necessarily had to learn. In this case, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, this particular card right here, really is all about this energy that surrounds this situation of this legacy card. This is like probably, in my personal opinion, this is probably the best card that you could get to go along with this present moment card. And the reason I say that is because the Nine of Pentacles is all about really being self-reliant, independent, free. It's about having already attained success and the ability to enjoy money and just more of a comfortable lifestyle. It's about leisure time, pleasure, material comfort, success, well-deserved rest, all these kind of things. And that really does fit, in my personal opinion, very well with this particular card. And this is a Nine of Pentacles, which sort of comes before the 10. And so these are all kind of happening now. So in this particular instance, this present moment card is kind of like getting there right about now. We've seen this 9 already about, kind of coming into our own, becoming more independent, free, having attained a level of success. And then the 10 is really the next step, which is the legacy card, which is like, okay, now that I'm here, what do I do with this success? What do I do with this level of comfort? And so how do I give back? And that's the place where we're at now, but we've just gotten there. And so that's sort of an interesting thing there to kind of start to think about and to play into or keep in mind. Let's look at where Denise is at as far as like her mind, or what she would like to see as a preferred outcome for this particular reading. Okay, so we have the Strength card. Okay, when we talk about the Strength card, we're talking mostly about mental strength. And the reason is because if you look here, we have the Wild Beast, which is symbolic of the lion here. And then we have the angel, who's able to really pacify the lion with just, gentle caress, able to just kind of, pet it like any other domestic animal. And it's about taking that wildness out, not being afraid. It's about being able to push forward and move on. And that's what this is about. So you'd like to be able to be in a stronger position, keep your strength, not be ruled, and, just be able to make good, sound decisions, and really about conquering the mind. They say, like I said before in other videos, and I'll say it again, for one who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. For one who has failed to do so, the mind truly can be the greatest enemy. And so this particular case, this is really about, bringing some relief to the mind, being able to rest easy and things. But what you need to keep in mind with this particular reading so far is that you're not in a bad position. If you're still like maybe thinking that you are, or you're having some hesitations or reservations, just remember that that's a lot of it's not founded. Like I said before, with the answer card about this is exaggerated emotions and different things, that's really what this is about right now for you. that's the strength card is really telling you, hey, let go of some of those exaggerated emotions. They're not really as they're not really as what you think they are. Like they're not as founded. They don't carry as much weight as you think they do. So kind of let some of that depression, some of that thought kind of go. Enjoy life a little bit. And then the next card is our outcome card, and the outcome card is the King of Pentacles. So what a great card to go along with some of these other pentacles that we've had in the reading and stuff, because we've had relationships, we've had strength, and we've had money. So it's about money and relationships. A lot of this particular reading is about. And the King of Pentacles, kings are about authority. It's usually about outside authority. Again, it's about going back to this idea. It's about creating more foundations for ourselves. So we started with a king, or the emperor, which was really about rules and laws and things, and helping us to create a good foundation. And now we're kind of ending on this note with, as far as our outcome goes, with more of the same. It's about more foundation creating. It's about material authority, being able to use wealth to take care of others. And if you look at where we're at currently in the present situation, that's exactly where we see ourselves at. So the basic, this can be a bit materialistic as far as this particular king goes. I think in this particular spread, that's pretty okay, or pretty expected, because of the other cards that are in the spread. And overall, it's not a bad reading whatsoever. So it's basically letting me tell you that, as far as financial goes, you're fine. You're going to remain fine. You'll actually be able to maybe start thinking about how you can use some money to help other people, and to use it to do some good in the world. The cautionary side of this reading is really the future, and the future is really this element of this remembering the past, or having some elements of the past start to come back into fruition, and some of that will maybe possibly cause some of these hard emotions to kind of come up or well up. Really, the key is to think about the current situation and the people in your life right now, and that will help you when dealing with these emotions as they start to come about and everything. But as far as everything goes, it's basically the cards are telling you, keep your strong disposition, while at the same time, kind of dismissing some of these exaggerated emotions, so that you can, keep yourself in a happy, positive state. It's one thing to have achieved a level of success, but it's another to mentally accept it, and to be there, and to, and to remain happy. I mean, you've worked hard, you've done things in a very nice way to get to where you're at, and to have the kind of life that you've wanted. And now that you've gotten there and stuff like that, the thing is like, sometimes you'll have people from the past, or situations from the past, that might re-enter your immediate situation and all, and it may cause you some concern, or some depression, or some difficult emotions coming about. Really, the key, like I said, is just to kind of like, not to suppress them necessarily, but just to really, reflect back onto the current moment. So like, if you're finding your mind wandering to the past, or you're finding your mind wandering to things that are coming back from the past into your current reality, or your future reality and stuff, which is what it's kind of showing me here. The key is really to remember that these emotions are really exaggerated. They're only going to last a short period of time, and then they will be able to continue to move on. Hey, Palzone Lama. I can definitely, if you like a free reading, I can definitely do one for you. This one here is a paid reading that someone else has already done, which we're finishing up right now. But on this channel and stuff, yeah, I do a lot of free readings for people. Financially, it's something that you can't afford or whatever. We have I have an email address. It's chandra108@gmail.com. I'll put it into the. Oh, okay. So you just want to know, will you get first rank in your final exam? Sure, we can do that really quick. And then I've got to go, because I've got a couple other little obligations I've got to do. I'm just a monk here, and hope you will subscribe to the channel. And like I said, if you want to help the monks and things, this is what we sort of do, is sort of a service. We do a lot of service work. We take vows of poverty, but if you want, we do have a donation site. It's just helpbydonating.com. If you want to help in any way, shape, or form, you're more than welcome to do that. If that's outside of your abilities, no worries. We don't hold that against you or nothing. Let's go ahead and do a quick cut here, and I can give you the answer to that question, because it is really just a 1, 2, 3 question. Okay, so Palzone just wants to know, will I get first rank in my final exam? Well, let's find out. So the first card that we have is the supplication card. And the supplication card is the Four of Swords. Swords are about mental, so this kind of tells us about things being kind of in the mind. It's about taking time out. This is sort of a rest and renewal card in some ways. It's about retreating so that you can kind of get the answers and let things come to you. It's about like kind of taking a break from things for a bit. It's about experiencing time apart from others so that you can really kind of gather your thoughts and your feelings. So that's what this card is really all about. It's about sometimes when things are difficult to bear, solitude is necessary for us to be able to kind of recharge our batteries. And so that's what this card is really telling you, is to recharge your batteries and things. So it's telling you that kind of bit. So kind of get away from friends and family members and stuff and kind of do a little retreat for yourself. If you're spiritual, you can pray or whatever. If not, maybe do some meditation or just some introspection in terms of your studies and everything. Let's go to the next card. Oh, next card is really good. This is a strength card, but it's the Chariot. This Chariot is about outward strength often and about pushing forward and moving forward. It's a really great card in this particular spread because it does indicate a yes. And the Chariot really does more or less teach us the importance of kind of staying on our path. It's sort of by using this unyielding willingness to kind of just keep navigating the course. So it's saying stay with it. It's basically the greater the desire to act, the greater the likelihood that one will act. And so that's what this Chariot card is basically explaining to us. So yes, you will do well. And then finally, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about partnerships, relationships, things like that. And this particular card it's about union. It's kind of being like love and understanding between two people. Could be cooperation, courtship, platonic love, professional partnerships. Basically, it's about trust, vows, promises, romance, passion, sharing, love, all of these kind of emotions and different things. And the thing mostly about this particular card is that it's about trusting yourself and trusting your own abilities, and also it's about partnering with yourself in this particular spread. It's not really about other people or relationships or anything like that. Now, it may include something along the lines of, if you know somebody that's really intelligent, that has a lot of knowledge or something around the subject matter that you study, it is also really about, yes, it is a yes. Okay, so definitely a yes, but just trying to give you the practical advice that goes along with the yes. And so if you know someone that is very, well versed in the things that you're studying for your exam, the cards are basically giving you this advice of like, get with that person and kind of partner up with them, and then just maybe do like a power session so that you can power through, really like, blast through the material, kind of do a nice overview of everything, and also you can set yourself and prepare yourself well. And that goes along with that Chariot card that you had, which is about that. The Chariot's really about just pushing through, letting your, Yep. I know. So many of us do. When I was at university, I was also very well the same way. Like when it came to exams, I knew the material, but the exams are the thing that frightened me the most because I don't know. I just wasn't the best test taker, and that does happen a lot to a lot of us. But like I said, the answer here is to get with someone that knows what they're doing. If you can, if you know someone that really is well versed or in the material, someone that will challenge you a little bit. Get with them, let them help you a little bit, power through, do like a couple of power sessions, and then, get by yourself, let yourself have like a little bit of time to just decompress, take in the information. Yep, you're very welcome. Yeah. Oh, thank you for your support in the future. Appreciate that. And then, okay, so guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything like that, please reach out to me as your tarot coach. I'm always here for you. We do these live streams all the time. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll get notifications every time we come back online. And that's pretty much it for today. We will do another reading, but I'll have to do that a little bit later because of time and everything. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you on the next video.